Roman Babber, and about a year and a half ago I made a choice. I wasn't going to continue to inflict harm on Canadians. I publicly opposed the lockdown and was removed from the Ontario PC caucus. I then fought like hell, in Parliament, in court, in the media, and social media, for our kids, for our choice, for our democracy. Because standing up for people is something I've done my entire career, as an advocate, a lawyer, and as a member of provincial parliament. Because I'm not afraid to say what I believe, or do what I believe is right. I came to Canada when I was 15, and I had every blessing our country has to offer. I love Canada, and I love Canadians, and I'm not going to sit back and watch the erosion of Canada's democracy and Canada's opportunity. That's why I'm running for leader of the Conservative Party of Canada. And we may disagree sometime, and that's fine, that's democracy, but you will always know where I stand. I want to thank the many of you for giving me courage and standing by me as we've been dealing with these unprecedented times. But we're not done. I made the health choice that most Canadians made, but that doesn't matter. Almost 3.5 million Canadians are experiencing unprecedented 21st century segregation. It's unbecoming and it's distasteful. So I invite you to help me, campaign with me, and work with me until every single Canadian has every single one of their rights fully restored. Some of you may know that I was born in the Soviet Union, and we didn't gain our freedom until 1989. That's why I'm so passionate about Canada's democracy. In the Soviet Union, you couldn't leave beyond communist walls. That's why the fact that 3.5 million Canadians may not enter or exit Canada is something that should concern not just 3.5 million Canadians, but 35 million Canadians. Mobility rights are not just charter rights, they're human rights. I've also been fighting the mandates. I think it's inhumane to make someone choose between their ability to put food on the table and their personal health. And when you threaten someone's income, you take away that choice. That's why I brought the only legislation in the country to protect workers against mandates. But we're not done. Passports and mandates are an egregious violation. They're not based in science, it's certainly not based in law. The only reason Justin Trudeau is keeping them is to project power and satisfy his ego. He knows he lost on the science, but he continues with the politics of hate and division. I'm running for the leader of the Conservative Party to stand up to Justin Trudeau, to stand up to bullies, and stand up for all Canadians. And the best way to restore democracy is to restore the most precious right of them all, and that's our freedom of speech. Because through speech we defend all other rights. And it's not just at this event or universities or the public square. I will prevent technological monopolies from censoring speech. I will stand up for regulated professionals to be heard. And I will defend the right of every parliamentarian to speak freely. Free speech is not just best for democracy, it's great for our public policy. So I invite you to join me and defend Canada's democracy. I'm also running to restore Canada's opportunity. You know, when we came to Canada, I didn't have a cent to our name. My first mattress was from the recycling bin across the street. But it didn't really matter, because I've always had a job, and I've always had this incredible joy because I had Canadian opportunity. Because all you need to do to succeed in Canada is work hard and to be nice to people. That's it. But many Canadians... Many Canadians, including myself, feel that Canadian opportunity is now being eroded. But there are things we can do about it, and it starts by letting Canadians do something they love to do, and that's work. Universal basic income will create more government dependency. It will cause drastic wage increase and raise prices and the cost of living. Canadians don't want universal basic income. We want to earn an income. I think that Canada's natural resources are a blessing, and I will not let oil and gas be cancelled. It's not just good for our strategic interest or our economic bottom line, it's also great for our planet, because Canadians can produce energy safer and cleaner than any other nation in the world. So I will repeal the carbon tax and the anti-pipeline bill, and I'm going to unleash Canada's potential and turn it into the energy and natural resources superpower that we ought to be. I'm not giving up on the Canadian dream of home ownership, and I will make that dream more attainable by doubling the first-time home buyers RSP exemption from $35,000 to $70,000. I'll divest ourselves of all federal land that isn't protected. Increasing the supply of land will bring down prices, and I'm going to start building transit and highways again to encourage the creation of new and affordable communities. That will bring down the price of housing. I have to win this race because we have to shake up the Conservative Party of Canada. We have to ask, why did you not stand up for Canadians when their surgeries were cancelled, when their cancer screenings were missed, when they're suffering from the mental health pandemic caused by government? Why did it not stand up for Canadians before the trucker convoy rolled into town? Because the Conservative Party of Canada needs to earn your vote. It cannot take it for granted. And I'm going to ensure that we stand on principle again. That's what distinguishes us from the Liberals. Under my leadership, we will always say what we believe, and we will always do what we believe is right, even when it's unpopular. I'm going to respect views inside and outside the party. I will bring back voters who left. I'll protect and empower good MPs to do what's right by Canadians. And we will form the next stable, national, Conservative majority. Thank you. Thank you so much.